Okay.
That's 7E. We're pretty dun sa concept na, sa page 1 pa rin, increase, decrease, and first derivative test. Now, napansin nyo kasi, na kapag yung graph ninyo, umaangat or nag-decrease, yung mga student, tapos biglang nag-decrease, then it tells you something. Halimbawa, kunyari, wala kayong sense of sight, tapos mayroon na kayong sense of touch. So, alam yung naging increase, biglang nag-decrease na ganyan, what can you say about this point here? Meron tayo, relative maximum. Tapos, biglang, while you're touching it, biglang pumangat na ganun, what can you say about this point here? Meron tayong relative minimum. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to connect the concept of relative maximum and relative minimum to the concept of increasing and decreasing. Doon na natin na-test yung mga critical numbers. Ang meron pa lang tayo, candidate points. But we have to weed them out. Mamimili lang tayo kung sino na ba talaga sa kanila ang nagbibigay sa atin ng relative maximum at relative minimum. Pwedeng lahat sila, pwedeng isa lang sa kanila, or pwedeng wala ang isa sa kanila. So, to do that, let us define first kung ano ba ibig sabihin na kapag ang function y increasing or decreasing. Well, increasing. Graphically, okay, may close interval TV tayo dito. Of course, sa close interval AB na yan, nandito si A, nandito si B. What can you say about A and B? Ano yung relationship nila? A is less than B. Now, pag increasing yan, ibig sabihin, increasing ka, kung ano yung value mo, kaya kung A, kung increasing ka, dapat umangat kang ganyan. So, you're increasing kapag si f of B ay, or better yet, f of A is less than f of B. Na-preserve ko inequality natin. Yan ang increasing. Pero paano naman pag decreasing? Decreasing ka naman kapag, well, syempre hindi pa rin magbabago yung relationship ni A at B. It still stays the same. Pero pag decreasing ka naman, yan, wabagsak. So parang ito yung mas general idea ng sloping up, sloping down, increasing, decreasing. So you have your f of A, f of B, but this time, f of A is greater than f of B. Ito naman yung decreasing. So, to define formally, if the function f is defined in interval I, then f is said to be increasing or decreasing on I if for all a, b, and I, hindi lang kailangan endpoints kahit x1, x2 pa yan, where x1 is less than x2. So kailangan, kahit anong piliin ko doon na pares dyan, kahit dito rin, x3, x4, no matter which pair, it says there, so long as na mag-hold yung ganitong relation, kailangan, then f is said to be increasing if for all a and b in I, then f of a is greater than f of b whenever a is less than b. Ito na lang compare with yan ko. It's said to be increasing. Ano ba ito tayo? Ano baliktad yung ano? Kasi A is less than B. Pag A is less than B ka, I think F of A mo, I think F of B. Increasing ka, baliktad yata ang sa akin. Pwede natin yung sulat. Baliktad. Paki-correct. Yung if for all dito, if for all A, B, and I, f of A is less than f of B. Ito ang increasing. Tapos yung nasa loob ng box, kapalitan niyo. Switch nyo lang. Kamali yung kopya ko. So switch nyo lang yung kamali. F of A is less than f of B. Yung nasa loob, f of A is greater than f of B. Pag increasing, dapat pareho yung sign. Pag decreasing, ganun pa rin, pero magbabago yung sign, decreasing. And so, a function f is said to be monotonic on interval I if it's either increasing or decreasing. So, yun yung mga magandang way lang, monotonic. Remark, the function f is constant on interval I. Hindi constant function constant na sa isang interval if f of A is equal to f of B sa kahit anong pipiliin ko. So, what if ito naman equality? So, pwede ng graph mo ganito ang itsura. Bakit pasako? Parang, may mamasa pang channel dito. Kaya pala. Pakadili. Parang umawa ng uhog na hindi umawa. Okay. Pag constant naman, constant na interval, hindi constant function na pwede na itong itsura ng function mo. Okay. Pwede ganyan. So, at this particular interval, biglang mag-flat. Parang yung mga nakikita mo sa emergency room. Yung mga biglang mag-flat yung ano. So, ito ay A is less than B, pero f of A is equal to f of B. In fact, kahit pili ko din ng x1, x2, equals silang lahat. F of x1 equals f of x2. We call this one, this function is constant in this interval. Okay, we have this graph here. Tingnan natin, saan siya increasing at saan siya decreasing. Sa aling interval, between A1 and B1, increasing ba? Is it increasing? Saan siya increasing dito? Lahat yung order niya pinakamalaki C3, pinakamalaki C1. Increasing ba to? So, tignan niyo na yung graph. E1 and B1. From B1 to B1, this is increasing. From B1 to C1, increasing. Still increasing. From C1 to A2, increasing na. So, increasing tayo increasing from A1 to C1. Tapos, sinit sa amin endpoint. Kasi sa A1, hindi na tayo nagsimula sa A1 lang. So, hindi natin alam kung sa A1, hindi natin alam kung nag-increase pa tayo at this particular point. Kailangan may pinag-kumpara tayo. Kung kaya siya increasing, you compare it with another point. Next, from C1 to A2, decreasing. From A2 to B2, decreasing. From B2 to C2, decreasing. From C2 to C3, decreasing na. So, decreasing naman tayo sa decreasing from C1 hanggang C2. Tapos, increasing tayo from C2 hanggang C3. Tapos, saan na tayo nag-decrease? C3 to positive infinity. In fact, kung i-direction natin ito, saan pa tayo nag-increase? From negative infinity hanggang A1. So, pag Oh, no. So, well, kung dahil naidugtong na natin siya, this 2 here, hindi natin kukunin yung union. We will obtain here from negative infinity hanggang C1. Kasi this time, na-compare natin yung value ni U1. So, we have the following theorem. Let f be a, next stage tayo. Let f be a function continuous on the closed interval AB and differentiable on the open interval AB. Now, ano ginagawa natin? Graphical method yung ginagawa natin. Hindi practical to. Unang-una, hindi pa tayo marunong mag-graph. Paano binigyan tayo ng function ganito? X squared over 9 minus x squared. O kaya, ito, yung sin 2x plus cosine 2x. Paano malaman kung sa nag-increase or nag-decrease? So instead, we're going to use the concept of derivative. Sabi dito, kapag yung derivative mo raw, number 1, if f prime of x is positive for all x in the open interval AB, then f is increasing on the closed interval AB. If f prime of x is negative, then f is decreasing on the closed interval AB. And if f prime of x is equal to 0, then we have a constant. So, remark, the theorem also holds for any interval on which f is continuous and inside of which f is differentiable. Examples, kung papalang interval natin ng a to positive infinity or negative infinity to positive infinity, which is the set of all real numbers. So, let's have the following examples. Isang example lang tayo. F prime of x. Nauna yung mga conclusions natin dito. Yung conclusions natin, pag less than C1, ito yun, less than C1 we have here, increasing. Tapos, pag si X nasa pagitan ni C1 at ni C2, we have decreasing. Pag si X nasa pagitan ni C2 at ni C3, we have increasing. Tapos, pag mas malaki C3, yun ay increasing. Ay, C3 pala decreasing. So, from the theorem, sabi daw dito, if f prime of x is positive, increasing. So, increasing naging conclusion natin dito, ang sign dito ni f prime of x ay positive. Kung dito decreasing, ang sign dito ni f prime of x, so parang pag pumili ka ng value, tinawag mo dito, this is negative. So parang rectilinear motion talaga natin. Pag increasing naman to, this one will be positive. Kung decreasing, like, so yung hindi na nila, nakabis na natin sa rectilinear, dali na lang dito sa concept. Nag-a-apply ka rin siya dito. Now, eto na. The next theorem, ito na yung theorem na magdi-decide kung kailan ba ang isang critical point ay relative maximum or relative minimum. And we're going to use the concept of increasing and decreasing. Sabi dito, sabi na the first derivative test for relative maximum. Let the function f be continuous at the open interval AB containing C and differentiable on the open interval AB except possibly at C. If f prime of x is positive for all x sa pagitan ni AC and f prime of x is negative for all x in CB. So, pag positive ka raw, ano ka raw? Increasing. So, ito si A. Let me axis. Ito si A. Ito si C. Ito si B. Ito may x1 ka, may x2 ka. Pag increasing ka raw, ano ibig sabihin? Ang slope mo ay positive. Yun yung reason nun. Kung ang slope mo positive, or positive yung mga slope mo, increasing ka talaga. Between A and C, increasing ka. Between C and B, ang derivative mo ay negative. So pag negative ka, ikaw ay decreasing. So ano man sabi mo? Nag-i-increase ka, bigla kang nag-decrease, anong meron ka C? Meron kang relative maximum. So from increasing to decreasing, you will expect somewhere here in the middle, nagkaroon ka na maximum. So then F has a relative maximum at C. On the other hand, if F prime of X is negative, so negative ka naman, pag negative ka, ibig sabihin, decreasing ka. So ito yung si A, ito naman si B, dito si C. So between A to C, decrease, negative yung mga slopes mo, so decreasing ka, and then pag lumagpas ka ng C, bigla kang increasing. So what can we say about C here? We have here a relative minimum. Okay. And so if F prime of X is negative for all X between A and C, and positive for all C and B, then we have a minimum at, or relative minimum at C. On the other hand, if F prime of X has the same sign on the open interval AC and the open interval CB, that is either F prime of X is positive for all X in between these for all X in the union of the interval AC and CB, or F prime of X is negative for all X in the union of AC and CB, then F does not have a relative maximum at C. Halimbawa, ito si A mo, ito si C. Let's take C to be our origin. Tapos ito si B mo. Okay, dito, increasing ka. Increasing, or positive yung slope mo, so increasing ka. Now, pag nagpas ng B, yung mga slope mo, positive pa rin, so ikaw ay increasing. So, ano meron tayo? Hindi nagbago. Wala tayong relative maximum. At ito yung dahilan kung bakit yung x cube ay walang maximum sa x is equal to 0. Even though na kinuha mo yung f prime of x, which is 3x squared, at sinubstitute mo yung f prime of 0 equals to 0, hindi pa rin na-satisfy yung relative maximum criteria. Dahil sa first derivative test. Okay, so may proof dito. Actually, yung dinictate ko lang kanina nung nag-drawing ako, yun actually yung dinictate ko. So, we have the following. Okay, so pagkatapos ng proof, let's jump to the remark. Yung remark natin, to find all the relative extrema of function f, the first thing we're going to do is kunin yung mga critical point. Yun yun. Ito yung mga candidate points natin. After nun, use the first derivative test. Ito. Nalaman tayo ng first derivative test. Ito ang first derivative test na gagawin natin. Basically, mag-table tayo. So, what can you see about here? Ang first derivative test, this table together with this conclusion. Kung may increasing and decreasing, ano meron tayo? Increasing, decreasing, meron tayo relative maximum. Decreasing to increasing, nagkaroon tayo ng relative minimum. Increasing to decreasing, nagkaroon tayo ng relative maximum. Ito lang itsura ng first derivative test. Table siya. And so we have the following table. We have the following examples. Balikan natin yung ito. Number 1. And may question muna so far, clarification. May word mo ba? Ayun, malaki. Nakatay ba yun? Ay, word nga. Ano weird? Hindi ba na dito? Nakatay ko sa bintana. Speaking of word, alam ba? July, bukas, midterm na natin. Midterm na, ilang araw na lang. Tapos, July para maramdamin yung bago. So from 3 to July din, no? Where naman tayo doing this now? So tingnan niyo kung aabot pa yung points dito. Okay? So let's have number 1, examples. So first okay, I think muna natin. 19x cubed minus 3x. Ano yung mga nakuha natin? So, mahaba ito, no? Nasolve na natin. Lumabas ang critical numbers ay, ano yung critical numbers natin? Plus or minus 3? 3 negative 3. Sure kayo ha? Parang naiingin pa balik. Parang lahat, 3 negative 3. Okay. So from here, mag-table tayo. For that, ano muna ba rin ang prime of x? Tuloy lang natin ang prime of x. Ang prime of x is, so alam natin dito, di ba, domain of f is the set of positive numbers. As f prime of x is equal to 1/3 x squared minus 3. Okay, sige pwede na ito. So, nakuha natin critical numbers ay plus or minus 3. So, i-table tayo ngayon. So, we have here x is, ito yung pagkakaibigan sa rectilinear motion. X is less than negative 3. Wala tayong ilalagay siya, hindi ba pwede mo negative na talaga? Kasi sa time is less than positive plus 0. Tapos x is equal to negative 3. X is greater than negative 3 but less than 3. X is equal to 3. And finally, x is greater than 3. Prime of x. I think partial loss in that. Tapos, conclusion. Given value x is less than negative 3, let's choose negative 9 na. Ano na negative 9? Bakit? From negative 9 to get here, 81. 81 divided by 3, that would be positive. Ano na? 81 divided by 3. Malaki naman yun. Basta nakasita, di ba? Kasi ito ay positive. O, tapos ito, hindi muna. Alam natin pag negative 3, ito ay 0. Okay. Dito, between negative 3 and 3, pinakamagandang number po yan. 0. So ito ay negative. Ito yung fun part dito, yung plugging namin ng plug. Pag 3 naman, ito ay 0. Pag greater than 3, o, piliin natin 9 ulit. Ito ay positive. So conclusion, dito ay increasing dito, decreasing dito, increasing. So from increasing to decreasing, meron tayo relative, maximum. Dito naman, relative. So magiging conclusion natin. Okay, kung basta, kung paano susulat. Relative, maximum, at x is equal to negative 3 with maximum value of yung mga prepositions natin. Maximum value of f of negative 3, which is 1/9 times negative 3 cubed times 3 times negative 3. So we get here. Bakit ganun? Bakit ganun? 27 divided by 3, sorry. 27 divided, dito ay negative 27 divided by 3 plus 9. We get here, ito ay negative 9 plus 9, ito ay 0. Okay na naman. Next, relative minimum value at x is equal to 3 with minimum value of f of 3, which is equal to 1/3 times 3 cubed minus 3 times 3. You get here. Pareho. Pareho ba? 9 minus 9.
9 plus 9, sir.
Ha?
9 plus
9 plus 9?
9 is negative.
9 minus 9 yan. 0.
Whether 9 is negative. Minus 3 times negative.
San? 3 cubed.
What is that?
Ah, ito.
Ano yung exit? Yung ano yung nasa taas, sir?
Negative 3 cubed, negative 27, right? Negative 27 divided by 3, negative 9. Negative 9 plus 9. Oh, kasi negative to. So, mag-positive. So, 0. Bakit pareho 0? Negative 27. Ay, oo nga yun. Nakagawa nyo yun. Kaya ako tama. 9 pala to. So, 9. Ito ay 9. Yun. Okay, ang negative 27 divided by 9. Ito ay negative. 27 ay negative 3 plus 9. Ito ay 6. Ito naman ay 9. So, ito ay 27 divided by 9. That will be negative 3. So, we get here. Tama na ba? 27 divided by 9 ay positive 3. Positive 3. 3 minus 9. Negative 6. Ayan, justifiable naman. Number 2. G of x is equal to x to the 4th plus 2x cubed. Ano ang domain ni G ulit? This is the set of all wheels. Tapos, nakuha natin ang integral of x ay equal sa 4x cubed plus 6x squared. Tapos, ano yung critical numbers? Critical numbers is 0 tsaka 0 and negative 3 halves. Okay. Tapos yan, may table din tayo. By the way, plus may table kayo, tignan nyo kung sino yung pinakamalaki, sino yung maliit. So dito pinakamalaki yung 0, or mas malaki yung 0 kasi negative 3 halves. So it would be x is less than negative 3 halves. Tapos x is equal to negative 3 halves. X is between 0 and, x between negative 3 halves and 0. X is equal to 0 and finally x is greater than 0. Tapos f ay itong letter pala. G prime of x. Tapos conclusion. Okay, pag negative 3 halves, 0, no? So, 0 dito. Pagdating na 0, 0 ulit. Okay. Any number less than negative 3 halves, and negative 3 halves ay negative 1.5. Kung pipili tayo, tingnan natin ito. Factor out natin yung 2x squared. So, ang natira sa loob ay natira sa loob ay 2x plus yan. Pili tayo ng number. Sabihin natin ay negative 2. So, kung ipapalaki natin yung negative 2 dito, you will get this one. 2 times negative 2 squared times 2 times negative 2 plus 3. Now,